Did you smuggle the dogs into the country?
No, the dogs we were under the impression that we had all the paperwork done for the dogs. We were there with the dogs in front.
Although you've probably seen countless performances of Johnny Depp on the big screen, there's still quite a bit that not a lot of people know about this legendary actor. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 eye-opening secrets about Johnny Depp. And if you're a big fan of Johnny's, give this video a thumbs up. Johnny paid $3.6 million to purchase Little Hayes Pond Cay Island in the Bahamas in 2004, after first spotting the island while filming Pirates of the Caribbean. This island has 6 beaches named Lily Rose, Jack, Brando, Paradis, Gonzo, and Heath's Place, named after his kids, actor Marlon Brando, former partner, and his late friend. The tropical hideaway boasts 360-degree views of the gorgeous surroundings, including little island Osprey Bird Rock, which Depp also owns, because one island is never enough. It also features a palm tree-lined lagoon and solar-powered houses. It was the venue where he and his new partner, Amber Heard, tied the knot on the island in front of just 24 people in 2015, following a legal ceremony in Los Angeles. The beaches on the island each boast unique features, such as Gonzo Beach, featuring glass tables with Thompson's face etched in the center, or snorkeling with barracudas, neon-colored fish, and nurse sharks in Heath's Place. This is clearly a purchase Depp has not regretted, as he's spoken out about the instant freedom he feels at the pure and beautiful island.
Yeah, scratch that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've kind of lost my bearings. But I do know that over there is where Jack Sparrow lives.
Johnny Depp!
The many wives and girlfriends of Johnny Depp are well known by now. During the 90s, he was part of 2 of the happiest pairings on the planet. As his fairy tale engagements to Kate Moss and Winona Ryder are still swooned over by the gossip magazines, it's no wonder that his first wife has been all but forgotten. However, he did have a wife before he met French actress Vanessa Paradis. Her name was Laurie Ann Allison, and she was one of the sisters of the bass player in one of his bands. Johnny married the makeup artist when he was just 20 years old. At that time, he was working odd jobs trying to support his new wife, until she eventually got him his first break by introducing him to Nicolas Cage. They parted ways in 1985 following 2 years of marriage. The pair are still said to be close, with Laurie coming to Johnny's defense following the accusations of abuse by Amber Heard after the collapse of their marriage last year.
Exclusively that this is not an isolated incident, so while this photo is very shocking and it's news to a lot of people, the source tells us it's just the latest incident like this.
This swashbuckling star is fearless on screen. Don't get Depp near any clowns. Johnny suffers from one of the 10 most common phobias, with his case of coulrophobia, otherwise known as the fear of clowns. He explained his fear by saying that there always seemed to be a darkness lurking under the surface, a potential for real evil. Depp believes that it is hard to determine if a clown is actually happy or about to bite your face off, thanks to their painted-on smiles. But what makes it all even stranger is Depp's method of coping with his fear, adorning his home with clown paraphernalia, in an effort to ward off evil.
The most terrifying thing is the painted-on smile. So he says it's impossible to see if there's somebody who's going to be friendly or if they're going to rip your face off. He said that's the terrifying part.
Lily Rose Depp is now well known in her own right for her high-flying modeling career. She is a Chanel muse after all. But back in 2007, Johnny revealed on the Graham Norton show he went through the darkest period of his life when his daughter was admitted to the Grand Ormond Street Hospital for 9 days for kidney failure caused by E. coli poisoning. At the time, Johnny dressed himself as Captain Jack Sparrow to cheer up the children at the hospital, admitting on the show, "For me, it's a gift. They give me the gift."
In there. Nice one.
Oh, look, Ginger!
I'm going to go dump it somewhere because I'm an irresponsible...
We have National Treasure star Nicolas Cage to thank for all of the amazing performances given by Depp over the years. His first wife Laurie introduced him to the actor, and he had some words of advice. He told Depp to drop the musical aspirations and become a movie star. Cage actually hooked Depp up with his first agent, which eventually landed Johnny his first role in A Nightmare on Elm Street, and the two have been film friends ever since. In 2007, Cage was battling some very public financial issues, and Depp offered to pay off his debt as a way to say thank you.
To do acting, because otherwise, if Johnny Depp was an actor, he would just be this goth insurance salesman going all around Ohio with 18 scars.
Right, different.
It'd be very unsettling.
This actor has had a pretty unpredictable career. For most of his life, he has deliberately chosen challenging roles, parts that have earned him critical praise, but left the box office cold. In 1987, he was catapulted into the spotlight after being cast as undercover cop Tommy Hansen in TV show 21 Jump Street. Those chiseled cheekbones and dark brown eyes had teenage fans in a flutter, and the show was a huge success. Depp was never very comfortable with the fixation on his looks though, and he decided to pursue a different kind of career. Despite being a 3-time Academy Award nominee and winning the Golden Globe for Best Actor, coupled with the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Actor in a Leading Role, Johnny Depp has never won an Oscar.
And the Oscar goes to Sean Penn, Mr. River.
He's already considered Hollywood royalty, but it turns out that the 56-year-old actor is royalty in real life too, being the 20th cousin of Queen Elizabeth II. According to Nick Barat, Johnny shares a connection with the Queen through Edward III, who died in 1377. While the Queen is Edward's 17 times great-granddaughter, one branch of Depp's ancestors hail from Yorkshire, and are relatives to the 3rd Earl of Northumberland. This very distant connection is certainly not enough for Depp to become a crown prince. However, it surely gives him some serious bragging rights. In 2016, Johnny Depp and new ex-wife Amber Heard hit the headlines for all the wrong reasons. They were caught smuggling 2 Yorkshire Terriers into Australia on a private plane. As the country has extremely strict laws on the movement of animals, the pair were formally charged with falsifying documents and illegally smuggling their dogs into Australia. After a videotaped apology from Heard, the court decided to let them off with a $1,000 fine and a 1-month good behavior bond. The debacle has, at times, seemed to publicly frustrate Depp, and he has made a number of characteristically dark comments about the fate of the dogs.
We're not going to go down that road.
I forgot to tell you, they're dead. I just sat on them upstairs.
The dogs.
Sorry.
Okay,
I tried
we're
to kill
going
them after Australia.
Can you give?
In 1993, he spent time filming 2 movies, What's Eating Gilbert Grape and Arizona Dream. In the first, he starred alongside 19-year-old Leonardo DiCaprio. While on set, he dared the younger actor to sniff a rancid pickled egg. When DiCaprio shocked him by diving headfirst into the challenge, Depp paid him $500. While filming Arizona Dream, with the legendary actress Faye Dunaway, Depp found out that she'd never jumped on a trampoline. So during a gap in shooting, he and a friend drove 80 miles to find one and brought it back for Dunaway to play with.
No, I'm not gonna bite into it. What will you give me if I bite into it? Good antibiotic.
Most people know that Depp once co-owned a nightclub in Los Angeles, and most people also know what happened at this club and why the actor later got rid of it. It was on the sidewalk outside the Viper Room that fellow performer River Phoenix overdosed and died. It was a massive story in Hollywood, because Phoenix was an incredibly talented and promising actor. On a lighter note, something that not many people know is that Johnny Depp used to regularly hand out $50 bills and $100 bills to homeless people outside the club. Did you already know all these facts about Johnny Depp? If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos.